If you ask me, that doesn't look exactly like picnic weather. Hey, welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I'm SlayerMathis, and last time...
Who knew this hulking great thing would be under the Central Sea?
As I was trying to say, last time we started our traipse through Origin, and this time, well, we continue to do much of the same. Next we have Eruno Fukoku. Okay, so this is just a aerial creature. I guess are the ones before just like marked as what am I trying to say? They might just be marked as like humanoid enemies. I'm not sure. Regardless, shouldn't be terribly difficult, I don't think, to take out these guys. I mean, we are 5 levels higher, and these are just generic enemies, although pretty tough enemies. I feel like it's not exactly much of a surprise to mention the fact that every enemy within Origin is new to Xenoblade 3. Probably not the most shocking thing you've ever heard. As we can get a rank up there. Again, we're probably just going to stick with these classes until until the very end. I might change things up. Depends.
Better give it a good once over.
We have the amplifier section. And the amplifier control room. Very nice that they have some little rest areas for us around these parts. We're still good on food. I made some banana miso soup prior to last episode, so that's still running through right now. You're just marked as... Is that a Mobius marker? I don't know. And... yeah, a bunch of enemies out here, which shouldn't be too difficult to take on. Now, I spent a lot of time last episode kind of... I was pretty negative last episode regarding Origin, mainly in terms of its way in the story, but I think I should probably say some praises about it, because I still think that Origin is a fantastic final dungeon. It is a great set piece. It looks fantastic. Like, it looks, again, it just has the air of a final dungeon. It looks great. The enemies are tough and well, I mean, they're fairly tough. I mean, we're overleveled is kind of the big thing, but the enemies are tough. They're intimidating looking. It's very good to have enemies like this where they are so mysterious, but in a... I mean, it's mysterious in terms of, like, a gameplay factor. It's in a good way. Because it's just... You get to show off this very unnatural thing. And that's kind of what Mobius really is. They're I mean, they are the nature of the world, but they're also very unnatural at the same time, kind of paradoxically. So having enemies like this that some of them are pretty recognizable, but very distinctly non-human. You can tell, alright, like with these guys out here, you can tell they're supposed to be Mora, but there's something off about it. And I think that really is just a good thing overall to describe Origin. And really Mobius as a whole. Everything's just off. And again, from a storytelling perspective, I think that's amazing. How you have so many things that just don't seem to click. How you have Mobius who, you know, they seemingly rule the world, but a lot of them come from insecure people. insecure people who have been questioning themselves, questioning their lives, and I mean, even just seeing some of them in action, we know that a lot of them are pretty cowardly as well. I mean, we look at, I believe it's W that we have inside story tie-on. I mean, we see from some of the backstory stuff with side story Noah that that's one of the oldest consoles out there, and he's a sniveling idiot. So, the fact that you have these, I mean, straight up, they're the gods of this world, and they're pretty willing to let people into their ranks, and a lot of those are pretty, they're very, again, Mobius just, it's so off in a good way, how you feel like there should be more that they're looking for, but there just isn't. And with Origin, there's a lot of stuff that it looks like you can tell at a glance. Again, I'm going back to this. You can tell at a glance this is supposed to be a Mora. I can't quite tell what the weird scorpion buddies are supposed to be. Maybe Scorpox, I guess? That one I don't see too much. Could be Scorpox, could be like Crustips. Not fully sure, but at the same time you can also tell that it's very blatantly not. Mostly from the colors. Like you have the Vangs here with the mutes. And it makes things really interesting because Mobius are a bastardization of the world.
Might be an idea to head for those doors down there.
Sure, looks like it. Is that... Trying to think of... Is that what I'm thinking of? Elevator is not working. Which, go figure, it's not going to be that easy. That might be what I'm thinking of. I'm not fully certain. If it is, I'll need to be very cautious when getting to that because that'll be a full video unto itself. It's a boss fight. You can probably tell, but I'll just say it right away. It's a boss fight that's down there. If it's, again, if it's what I'm thinking of, I'm pretty sure it is, but I may be confusing it with some of the later rooms of the World Tree in 2. And that's another thing. I mentioned it a little bit, but Origin is, again, it's a really good final area, especially in comparison to things like the World Tree or the Bionis Interior. Both of those, I think, are kind of disappointing final dungeons, but this feels, again, it has the grandiosity to be fitting of a final dungeon. We'll pop down here for sake of the container. Bonk you, bonk, bonk, bonk. I guess to be safe, I could just end the episode right before the door anyways. Regardless. Unless the boss fight starts before the door, which I hope it doesn't. Because I know that if it is the boss fight that I'm thinking of, that'll definitely take probably half an hour. Which, casual JRPG things, oh yeah, no, this boss fight only takes half an hour. It's pretty short. Which, to be fair, for a JRPG boss fight, that is pretty short. We haven't had too many long fights, I don't think. We had M and N at, well, the whole final gauntlet at the end of Chapter 5. That, I think, was like an hour and a half or something like that. Which, fun fact about that, I forget if it was, I think it was while I was, yes, it was while I was recording the beginning of Chapter 6. Like, right as I had started the dream sequence. You could, I think I had the save data up on there. But my power HUD went out, and my first thing I was thinking that entire time was, crap, do I need to re-record the N and M fight? Thankfully, I didn't need to do that, but it was 5 minutes or so after a hour 35-minute recording, which would not have liked to have to re-record that, especially because I'm pretty sure that was still, I'm pretty sure I was in a really tight time crunch there, in terms of availability. So that was something fun, but still, the Horish, I'm not sure exactly what a Horish is supposed to be emulating. Yes, please focus on someone else so I can survive. Man, I'm getting beaten like hell. Okay, let's try blowdown, and it didn't work. Then let's topple him. Yeah, I'm actually really surprised we haven't had that. How long was D&J? I think that might have only been like, can it fly? I think it can fly. Oh no, it's just stuck on the ground below. I think that was like maybe 50 minutes. It can fly anyways. That one might have been a hair under an hour. But, yeah. And, as expected, we do have unique monsters as well. Yeah, let's fight them. Ooh, I got real close to the edge there. Alright. Alright. We have Creeping Hamil.
If we want to live, we've got to fight.
And the music is a lot more upbeat than you'd kind of expect from an area like this, but it's just it's the unique monster theme, so what can you do? But yeah, Creeping Hamil, we do have a... I'm not going to remember these names, but we have a Mobius creature as a unique monster. There are actually there's quite a few in them. Origin's a pretty long dungeon, in all honesty. I think even when I was speeding through on my first playthrough, I think it still took me about an hour, 45 minutes or something like that, just to get through. And I was on easy difficulty. I was really over-leveled. Again, I won. This is a pretty long dungeon. And I think there's like maybe 6 unique monsters in here. There's a sizable amount of unique monsters scattered throughout Origin. And Camille's just targeting a different enemy a different one of us every shot. It's a bit inconvenient, but still. Again, right now I do have Riku and Manana as my party members, as my heroes, just because I think for story reasons it's a little bit better to have them in here as opposed to anyone else. But of course I will be bringing other people around through Origin at other points. Don't worry about that. We're going to be seeing other people here. Let's bring Lance up. Make sure he doesn't die. And if you could focus on me so people could get revived. And we do have Blowdown. Once Noah gets up, we will chain attack. There we go, everyone is up and ready to go. Yippee! Bombshell Blitz, let's... Yeah. This would probably be our best, most economic solution. Shoot. What are we at? Noah would probably get pretty good from this. Brings us up to 86. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. We probably go crit rate. I don't think that gets us to a Bravo. It does! Okay, just barely gets us there, but it's Bravo nonetheless. Bombshell Blitz. Not bad, not bad. Get those two reactivated. Let's go Noogie Storm, which is a fantastic name. Let's go with... save up for another Noah, I think. Unless we... Heal Harmony, get some regen in, I guess. Do that. Then we walk a block again. That gets us up to, what, 87 this time. That would get us over... Yeah, actually, we'll go Noah again. Okay, it doesn't get us up to 100 quite, but... 181, not bad. Noogie Storm. Again, I love the Nop-on names for things. Noogie Storm. Jeez, Noah just keeps getting up there. We'll go... Let's go Mio, I suppose. And yeah, she can start things off. Yeah. I probably should have waited on that. Probably would have been a little bit better of an idea, but oh well. Get a little bit of damage in there. That does get us up to 98. Where, again, we can Null Slash get us up to not quite an amazing. Did I ever change the difficulty back? I don't think I did. I don't think I ever changed the difficulty back from when I fought Senna, did I? Not Senna, Shania. I might not have. Yeah, actually, I don't think I did. Do that, and then... Yeah. Mighty Beat, get the smash. Another Bravo. No, I must have. I must have. Someone would be having this much different. And I don't remember the... The big one, I don't remember seeing the color any different from what it normally is. Let's do that. Wow, this is actually a lot less damage than I thought it would be. Now, I mean, we get to completely bypass defenses, which is nice. And we also get fully healed, essentially. So now, once again, we go for the crit rate. And we just try to get as big of a number as possible. Gets us up to 621. That's really disappointing. Yeah, that is really disappointing. Like, I'm used to thousands and only a 600? Huh. Weird. Now, well. Still, we can keep on fighting here. And again, really, like, probably, I don't know if it'll be right before or right after, but at the very least, right around when we fight the final super boss, I'll go through and go over every single unique monster. I'll probably, because in post-game you can change your level backwards even, so probably like fight them all on a similar front, like just match their level or something like that. And then we can launch. Someone should be smashing it. Or not. Well, that's a shame. I guess we just get another chain attack in. Sure. Not gonna complain. But yeah, we'll go over every single unique monster again. We'll make sure that we have everything. And it'll be all great and lovely and wonderful and whatnot. Ooh, that's probably a bit much, actually. Yeah, no, that's way too much. Yeah, that's gonna tip them over. Get them over the edge. So then we'll just go uni, I guess. Yeah. I think the shockwave would be, because it is a like positional bonus or whatever. Yeah, that'll get Noah back up. I suppose can work in our favor. Yeah. Let's go with Mio, I guess. We'll have Senna go and topple. Get a nice home run swing in there. We should be good, right? Yeah, oh, we're more than good enough. And then we have Noah, who gets boosted by the heroic chain. Gets up to 199, really? That's unfortunate. So close. You're right there, 199. Ah, well. Let's go Lance. We go something like, I think they might still be too much. What does this get us up to? It's 253. It'll be close. No, I'm gonna ready steady. Oh, that is perfect. That worked out so perfectly. Got us right over to the 99. So I'm glad I didn't do anything else other than the field. Right there. Milan's. Alright. Well, our course of action is pretty obvious here. Do that to get a little bit of healing. We do this to get a lot of bit of healing. And also top us up to 99. And this gets us an amazing. I guess we just go with the crit rate and the effect bonus and all that stuff. For 215 gets us 481. Bonk, 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 bonk. Boom. And reactivations, we get to a limits unbound. Yeah. Would have been... that's probably, honestly, the way that we get it the highest. I don't think we get much higher than 240 any other way. And it's still just taken tons of damage. I mean, we're bypassing defenses, too. Yeah, that's nearly 1,000,000 health. Just a casual, you know, nearly 1,000,000 health. Switch on over to here. Let's actually switch over to... Oh, well. Never mind, then. I thought I had a few, level 3 Ouroboros things with land, but I don't. I think I just have that on Tyon. I think it's where I have that all on. And right as I get out of there, Senna immediately dies. No hesitation whatsoever. Senna is just down. And the fact that this, like, the fact that the timer doesn't even count the chain attack, I might count, like, the animation time in the chain attack. I don't fully know, but regardless, we're still almost at 9 minutes in. We're a higher level than this, too. Ooh, that's a big... We're higher level, and we're still taking a long time on Camille here. But regardless, I think it's going to... Well, we don't have anyone to burst, so... At least he stopped. I mean, it doesn't really matter since those two are both people that are capable of doing Smash, which I now realize is probably not the best idea, but still. Camille is almost out. We don't need to go into a chain attack. I don't think it's necessary to pop on up to our... I don't think it's necessary to do the overkill. We're already high enough level. Gets us the skill of Attack Mastery, which certainly does sound rather good. Oh, Shell Guard, reduces damage taken and damage dealt. Attack Mastery boosts damage for each soul, hacker, art, or skill learned. I assume it's just a change in damage ratio. So not really anything I can do about, like, the pre-upgraded form, but that's still a pretty easy one to get. Landmarks, locations, really easy. There's so many in the game. But that does it for this time, and next time, we're back on our way through Origin. But until then, see you guys later.